No death noise this time.
Hey everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to
You
the
know
chill.
Y'all know what I love?
But
I love assassins and being an assassin.
I'll. Hmm.
What? It's been a week. I missed 1 week.
A lot happens in a week. Like, like Lisbon getting destroyed.
Yeah. Oh right, it was Lisbon. That's the name it
Yeah.
was. Okay, I totally forgot.
Portugal. 1755. I want
I'm
to say.
sorry that Lisbon's gone forever.
Well, that's not true either.
Gone
Lisbon doesn't
forever.
exist. It's a massive conspiracy.
Listen,
Okay.
I've been here for a week, and you're telling me Lisbon is back already? I don't think that's true.
I'm not saying it's back now, but it will be.
Apparently a lot can happen in a week, I'm being told.
Alright. So here we are. This is Shay.
There he is, in New York. New York City.
We're in. There it is. There's New York. All of New York, right here.
I'm in Lower Manhattan.
Wow.
And there's
You know, that's...
Lower Manhattan, waterfront.
Is there an upper Manhattan at this point?
There's East Village. At King's Farm. That's a part of New York.
This kind of seems like more city than we got in Black Flag.
The cities in Black Flag were
Ahoy!
probably
Welcome, sir. So, how can I help you?
they were probably maybe a little smaller than this, but there was also 3 of them.
That's true.
What was I doing here? Oh, right. So I didn't even realize it, but apparently I unlocked some special like DLC. So we're going to equip our hands of steel.
What?
Yeah.
Hell
I have food in my mouth. What?
I haven't
So
I haven't unlocked many of the outfits yet. I did get the Arctic Explorer in case we go somewhere cold.
Does it actually have cold resisting effects for the water?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
But I like it. I like having it for when I go to the Arctic regions. What should we wear?
So I'm playing this game like behind Zara, so I don't spoil anything. So this is I didn't finish everything in this one. And I did see the katanas last time I was in like a shop menu, and I was like, oh my god.
Later. There's no rush.
Yes.
Oh yes, we are Templar assassin.
Something I can assist you with?
I forgot I need to buy ammunition too. Because I upgraded my dart pouch.
I was also doing some digging, and I was trying to think of the first time a assassin left the Order and joined the Templars, and I can only think of 2 instances that we see, on screen. And I was trying to think of others, but there really isn't a whole lot of those.
Not really, no.
I forget, was Walim actually in on the Templar conspiracy, or was he just
He was
running?
working with them.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure he was just doing his own thing.
He was just doing his own thing. He was
Yeah.
not part of Templars at all. I like the apple.
Yeah.
I thought he was part of the whole conspiracy to make the whole thing happen.
That was another guy.
Okay, I couldn't recall if he was in on it but betraying them for his own interests, or betraying you for his own interests.
I thought it was both.
Hey, the cat. He can
Yeah, I
still
thought
cat.
that was why he was having you remove people so that they wouldn't squeal on him.
He was removing people so they wouldn't take his apple.
Basically, yeah.
his like interests aligned a lot with the Templars, but he wasn't part of them.
Yeah.
I'm sure with a little bit of convincing, he could have been like, "Oh yeah, sure, that sounds awesome."
Yeah, because Altair basically like killed him, took control of the assassins, and then rebuilt them into what they became.
Oh, I'll tell you, he did it, bud. Alright, so what's on the agenda today?
We gotta talk to Colonel Monroe some more.
Alright. This is the nice Templar man we met.
Yeah.
Nice.
Master
Shay doesn't
Cormac.
know they're Templars yet, right?
What you have
That was
learned
just
from
the-
the
Not
chasseur
explicitly.
was confirmed. The local lawbreakers are changing tactics.
What's their plan now?
Their boss has hired Benjamin Franklin to produce new
Though,
weapons
I mean,
for
he's
them.
got a fucking Templar cross
very well
on the
guarded.
outfit.
At this
I-
point,
Franklin.
I think pretty much everybody knows, but nobody's
Scientist?
really talking
You
about
have
it.
heard of him? Good. He is making equipment to spread gases among the populace. Toxic ones, as it turns out.
The populace. I thought they would use it against the authorities. Though that would be terrible as well.
The ruffians we have arrested refer to an intimidating woman. I believe she is behind these nefarious plans.
I'll look into this.
Thank you.
At least the...
Hope.
Oh wait, no,
I
cutscene's
pray
still
it's
going on.
not you.
An intimidating woman.
Okay, cutscene's over. At least the wiki says that Al-Malim's desire to obtain an Apple of Eden led him to secretly working with the Knights Templar, sworn enemies of his order.
I guess I'm recalling specifically from the game because he never directly interacts or even mentions them. All of his actions.
I don't know, because, like, I had that. My impression was that he was part of the conspiracy, and I never look at the extracurricular information. So I think there must have been something in the game.
Yeah, I was also of
Well-
that impression.
Well, that was 7 Assassin's Creeds in the past at this point.
Yeah.
But the point remains, while he was working with the Templar Order, he was not joining it.
Yeah.
I do also miss like the bad guys having.
Aww.
Oh, come on, guys. More
Oh man, look at
reason.
these guys' hats.
All right.
Raise it back away from the grenade.
I love these guys' designs. Top hats and giant axes.
I'm anonymous.
Shay! It is good to see you again. Your friend Hope said you were away.
I was. Sir, I've come to collect the results of your experiments.
Oh, well, it's a very good thing then. I just finished fixing the prototype. Here you go. I was preparing to leave for Philadelphia and then Europe. I was invited to lecture in London. Oh, would you be so kind as to inform Mistress Hope?
Of course. God, Hope. What are you doing with these felons? Turning the city against itself. What have you become?
Oh, what is this little device?
Something the matter, Master Cormac?
No. Yes, just old memories.
When I am issued new recruits burdened with regrets, I tell them the surest way to lose them is with gunpowder.
You're right, Colonel.
when you're definitely not working for the bad guys.
This prototype seems very powerful. Use it with care, Master Cormac. Our intelligence says this thing can destroy certain fortifications, as well as injure several enemies at once. There is also a more subtle way to use it. Some of these grenades contain a strong sedative. Fire one into the crowd and they will fall asleep immediately. We should test this new weapon. Use it against that door.
Yep, we got a grenade launcher.
Shrapnel, berserk, or sleep grenades. Yep. Oh god, berserk grenades.
What the fuck is this
Use
game?
these grenades to destroy that door.
What kind of escalation?
Work. I think you are ready to turn this new weapon against the ruffians who would have used it. There is an abandoned factory nearby hiding a dangerous poison. Right now, it only causes sleep. But I fear those outlaws are distilling it. A more powerful formula could sicken or perhaps even kill most of New York.
And that's my first target.
Be careful, Master Cormac. We
How
understand.
dare they make sleep poison?
Highly unstable.
All the better.
Blow them up with grenades.
We understand the ingredients are highly unstable. Alright, cool. A little too chipper there, Shay.
Look, Shay just got told he can blow something up.
Shay got told he should blow something
Why mess
up.
with this? Maybe.
I like how he puts up his hood, but this outfit doesn't have a hood, so he just adjusts his collar.
He pops his collar, yeah.
Shay Cormac, the tightest assassin.
Nope. Wait.
Well,
Wrong grenade.
That was a shrapnel grenade, because I had 3 of them.
oh.
No, you only had 2 because you fired one at the door. Oh.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think it must have been.
Yeah, it was a berserk grenade.
Though if it was a berserk grenade, wouldn't it have hit those guys?
It exploded in a red mist, so.
Nope.
Jesus.
It's dangerous!
No.
As we explode.
Oh, you can have a gas mask.
You there! Come over here.
Yeah, we do get a gas mask. Since we're fighting assassins, if we're like, some of the assassins will throw smoke bombs, and we can use that to get through the smoke without getting stunned.
Which is probably the best thing ever.
It's a cool mechanic that only ever gets used in this game. Oh, hi.
Oh. Right, we're fighting assassins.
Yep.
They hide. I wonder why nobody ever, like, no Templars ever.
He should have known what he was getting himself into. Wait, where's the other thing?
Right below you, I think.
Yeah.
On this side.
I would imagine more Templars would implement strategies like that of, oh, they use smoke bombs. Nice. Do what Cesare didn't have neck armor.
What are you doing here?
Just put a sheet of metal directly in the gut where they all stab.
Hey, what are you doing here?
The thing that I like about the looting the assassins is it actually makes sense as to why they would have like sleep darts and stuff on them.
That is true. As opposed to just like guards.
I still don't know why they would have sleep darts designed for this air rifle, but I just won't ask questions.
I think it might be the air rifle is designed for those sleep darts.
Yeah. It's an air rifle that was modified to work with darts.
This sound needs cycle through ammo types every time.
I must get out, or I'm as good as dead.
That's not good.
I do like this section of the map of New York. It's like a big factory, basically.
How dare the assassins cause large explosions?
Yeah, that's my job. Shake or no.
Ah, what marvelous destruction, Captain. I saw the
This
smoke all the
fucking
way
guy
from the
again.
Morrigan.
That should discourage those miscreants. New York is safe for now.
With all due respect, Colonel, it's going to take more than a few explosions to get rid of this kind of trouble.
The boy is right, Colonel Monroe.
Shay, was it? Congratulations. You just burned a whole lot of rats out of New York. I'm Jack Weeks. This is William Johnson. I don't know about him, but I'm pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
We met this guy
It
before.
is
We've seen him.
terribly dusty.
Okay.
He was talking
I'm
to
sure Shay
Washington's
can
brother.
recount his adventures
Alright,
to us
I knew I
over a
recognized those
pint.
shades.
Hey, the first round's on the Colonel. Huh?
Something the matter, Mr. Cormac?
He can afford it.
Just a little confused. I must have breathed some of that gas.
Some ale will do you good. Come, you're all friends here.
I would not be
Take-
surprised if this.
So I guess Shay didn't know it was Templars until this moment.
Well, he knew that... Well, actually, I don't know if he knew that. But he's wearing the clothes of the son of the couple that, like, revived him. And I feel like it was pointed out that he was a Templar, but maybe not.
Not to my understanding.
Maybe not. I think
Or-
I think Monroe just mentioned that he worked with that guy, and
Which is why he wanted you to save them.
yeah,
So what we're getting at is that Shay is the densest motherfucker.
he really should know better. Like, he is a trained assassin. He should be able to recognize a Templar when he sees it.
You should be able to recognize the symbol.
Yeah. A symbol that
This
he
is
has
very
on
well.
his shoulders.
And the wall.
Wait a minute.
What are the odds?
Where did that go?
From the Colonel.
Pocket.
Yeah. In one of his pouches.
Dear Master Cormac, my apologies for the brevity of this missive, but it is time we were honest with
Gameplay.
The army in the back.
You have demonstrated your loyalty and resourcefulness to the Templar cause. And this despite, and perhaps
This is how
because
I
of
read
your
letters.
assassin origins. The manuscript the
When you're
assassin
walking
sought
forward,
from my
he's not
possession
even
for some
looking
time.
down.
I reclaimed it
He
when my men
memorized it.
found you marooned. The Grand Master himself charged me to discover its meaning, a task I regret I have failed to complete. I leave it in your charge, Master Cormac.
There's not
There
that
is
many
no
words
one
on this letter.
else I trust more. Now I leave for Fort William Henry, an ill-prepared garrison
He's
surrounded
really good
by
at reading in
hostile
between
natives and
lines.
the French army. We have requested
There
reinforcements,
aren't many
but I
lines
doubt they'll
onto
be
the
forthcoming.
paper either.
I have no
Really
illusions
good.
that our resistance will be successful. I commit my life to the British Army, and my soul
No,
to the
McCoy-
fight of understanding.
Shay's done reading now.
Yours.
He just has the
Colonel
letter,
George
like,
Monroe.
stuck in his hand. Okay, there we go. Oh, another thing we unlocked. I gained access to it off screen, but I haven't touched it since then.
Oh no, not again.
It's the exact same thing that was in Black Flag, except this time it's not connected to your Ubisoft account.
Good idea.
Oh.
So you can actually do it again and again every time you play the game. Which, depending on your point of view, is a good or a bad thing.
So what you're telling me is that they have this system, they have a way to make this happen in basically the same engine,
Yeah. So,
and they just didn't go through the 5 minutes of effort it would take to backport it.
So
it might take more than 5 minutes.
we sent our ship on this mission. We succeeded. We got $720 and the Aveline figurehead. There it is.
Ah.
And we unlocked Florida as a location. I think there's only the one. Yeah, there's only the one mission there. So yeah, it's a little bit. It's exactly the same as it was in Black Flag, but the resources that you use to complete the missions are different. So like this one, you deliver 7 helmets, I guess, and collect 15 weapons.
Armor and weapons, I presume?
Yeah, probably.
Or soldiers and weapons.
So that mission will take 10 minutes, so we can just kind of let that go.
We can just wait and get that pop up in the middle of an important cutscene.
Yep.
Perfect.
Captain has the helm!
Let out some sail! Man your post,
Oh,
Gist.
nobody cheered.
The Colonel's in trouble.
No, I was already on the
How
ship.
do you mean, in trouble?
He's at Fort William Henry, facing impossible odds.
Get off your lazy asses, lads, and man your stations! We raise anchor! Sorry for the early libation, Captain. But you realize it has been a whole year since we met? A whole year! Changed
Have
my
you
life.
realized that time has passed off screen?
You will forgive me if I have been celebrating without you.
A whole year. Gist, I have a question for you. How long have you known of my, well, former allegiance?
Oh, you mean the assassins? I knew that ages ago, Shay. I may be drunk, but I'm not blind. Or did you think I would assume you had escaped from some homicidal circus?
Why didn't you say anything?
Well, the Colonel wanted us to avoid the subject so it wouldn't, influence your decision-making. You saved my life out of pure selfless instinct, and helped countless others besides.
So I presume we're an actual Templar
I would have
now.
made you an official Templar months ago.
Who is it up to then?
Oh,
Monroe
no.
mentioned a Grand Master.
Oh, yes. The Grand Master of the Colonial Rite. You'd like him, Shay. His father was an assassin.
Oh, we know who that is.
We do know who that
Story
is.
to tell.
What is the news from Fort William Henry?
The garrison is surrounded, and reinforcements are late.
General Montcalm has been blazing a path across the colonies for King Louis, hasn't he?
I rather wish he'd stayed home with his mistress.
His or King Louis'?
Either.
That should
Though I
mean
suspect the king's is
subtitle.
finer.
Indeed. Madame O'Murphy is supposed to be quite the
Sub-
charmer.
I know more
Okay, no,
about
there's
him
no
than the
second
King's
T.
men.
Yeah.
This
Now I
subtle.
know you're pulling my leg.
Because that did look... I understand why I thought it was subtitle. Because it's all of the other letters.
Oh, I guess we have to go to the river valley anyway. Well,
Back to the river valley.
I guess let's go to Two Bends. Actually, I wonder... We might actually have enough to upgrade something on the ship.
What will you be needing today, then?
Let's see what we got. We could upgrade the cannons.
Oh, you grinded quite a bit, huh?
A bit, yeah. I mean, still, it's not crazy. I haven't really been meaning to, like, upgrade the ship a whole bunch. It just kind of happened as I was going around doing other things.
What does upgrading crew's quarters get us? Just more crew capacity?
It gives us more crew, yeah, which is basically useless.
It means the bar go down slower in fight.
True, but I've literally never gotten into a situation where I've run out of crew in a fight.
You hardly ever will.
For a bit there, I forgot that we have a minigun.
Yeah. Oh, I unlocked the Queen Anne's Revenge sails. They're brown. And the Elite sails. What else? The Jackdaw sails. Sure. I don't think I unlocked any other figureheads other than Avalyn just now. Yeah, no other wheels. Nah. Well, we got a couple more cannons at least.
My thanks for your trust,
Oregon's
Captain.
ram is so ridiculous looking.
It's quite the. It's quite the thing.
Captain has loose and catch the wind!
It's for cutting through ice.
Crowded all
Still
on!
gets me how quickly this ship can turn.
Yeah, it's just pretty maneuverable. Which, honestly, especially in the River Valley, is kind of a godsend. Because otherwise this place would be a nightmare.
I bet there was a build of this game where it didn't turn as well, and they put the section, they were like, no.
Yeah. Some of the other ships can turn on a dime too.
Yeah, just a little bit.
It's not quite right.
Douse the royals and tops! All down! All down!
I have no idea why the game put me in the North Atlantic if I had to come here.
It's kind of... Oh.
Shay, you are a sight for sore eyes.
Jack?
Colonel Monroe surrendered to General Montcalm. The French and their Abenaki allies took Fort Henry. Johnson was supposed to bring reinforcements here.
I don't see anyone else.
The Abenaki are restless. They don't understand the terms of surrender and refuse to heed Montcalm. The colonel and his men were released this morning. They're walking into an ambush.
Wait here in case Johnson arrives. I'll protect the colonel.
Thank you.
Maybe I can finally repay my debt to him.
Every time he goes to adjust his hood, it gets me.
I hope I'm not too late.
So I guess since I wasn't here last time, what is that red glow on your screen occasionally?
When you see the red glow and you get the whispering, it means that there's someone hiding nearby.
Oh.
And then you need to get close enough in order to locate them, in which case you can just find them there, and then you can just...
Do this.
If you're out in the open, like if you try to run up to them and kill them, then they'll probably just come out of their hiding spot and try and kill you.
You do a lot of damage.
They do. Wait. Who is that? Oh, they're over there. Sometimes they'll be hiding in bushes or in like haystacks, or they'll just be hiding up on ledges. Oh, there you are.
You have to see us. Yeah, okay.
Dang it.
Least we could have done if you were going to ruin our bonus objective is to have put up a cool fight.
No, they always just
Oh, hi friend.
Hello.
This is awkward.
Like, I'll never understand how the rope darts don't just, like, kill
Yank out
people.
their spine.
Yeah. Because, like, I feel like the implication is that they stab into people. They are pointy.
Nothing like
I don't know how you were at all supposed to sneak up on that man.
You could probably see him from like the branch over there, or just not come up here. Hello. Probably get some more rope darts from him. Well, all right. I'll take the sleep darts. Oh, can't climb up there. Oh. Okay.
I feel like that tree was just entirely unnecessary.
Yeah, I really thought that was going to lead me somewhere, but no, not so much. Wait, there's someone here.
Honestly, it would have been great if he had come out when you had opened the treasure chest to get you.
Good work, man.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Okay, I know I just leaped of faith, and that's their thing, but I promise I'm on your side. I'll prove it by stabbing this guy with my katana.
Master Cormac.
Sir, we must hurry. We should bring what's left of your men to the Morgan.
A welcome offer, Captain Cormac. Follow me. Safe passage is ahead.
With his katanas and his black coat and his conflicted morals, Shay is kind of the Shadow the Hedgehog of Assassin's Creed.
Fort William? Planning and Pearl.
He does have 2 guns.
Montcalm was able to bombard us for days.
Damn frog.
Actually, he acted with
These are
great
actually
honor.
Edward Kenway's guns.
When we sent for parley, he returned an offer far more generous.
I don't know how I unlocked them, but I did.
We kept our arms.
He also has a
and
cool
more
scar.
importantly, our colours.
Only to walk into a trap.
I would hardly
That's
expect
not
French to
particularly
defend
rare
us.
for Assassin's Creed
Would you?
protagonists, but
I wouldn't.
You continue to prove your loyalty to the Templars.
Shay does not
Master
actually
Cormac.
exist. He's,
Risking
you know,
your life
future
for me.
Templar's
We're
cool
not out of the woods
OC.
yet, Colonel. As for my loyalty, well,
My guy is an
I do owe you,
ex-assassin.
don't I?
Turned on them because of their
You
ease.
saved my life.
You killed all
Gave me a second chance.
We have been working together for
he's
years.
got a grenade
During that time, you
launcher.
have rendered many great
and a
services.
gun that doesn't make any noise.
Whatever debt you imagine
Wait,
you have
dude,
towards
it's
me
not
is paid.
historically accurate. You can't just put that in.
Perhaps.
He's also got a katana.
Okay, wait. Okay, hold up. Man, I guess technically that could happen, but why?
Take cover!
This time.
Keep together, men!
I can't get over how much it does actually just sound like Smart's bad fanfic.
My God.
You're really
There.
far away from the camera. Cinematic.
Cut off any retreat! Get out.
Grenade.
Attack from all sides now!
Flank him! Close the net, lads!
It's gonna get even worse when he gets a gas mask.
Surround the bastard!
Alright, Colonel. Keep your men moving. I'll scout ahead and signal if there's trouble.
A sensible strategy. Very well. I will lead my men around slowly.
All right. Got a time limit. Whoa. Whoa. Shay.
Sure, we've got a time limit. Do we have a
Straight
time
up.
limit?
It's like a soft time limit. Because his patrol is still moving. I did actually fail this mission the first time I played it because I took too long.
Huh. Shay, time limit. I know, majesty of nature and all.
I gotta make sure I
But
know where
there are
everybody is.
snipers.
Yeah. This is a neat arena. Oh,
I pressed the attack button.
Sure. It's fine, you assassinated them anyway. An animation didn't work quite right. It's fine. Situational awareness, friend. Nice. You could have come out before I'd murdered that man.
Could have.
and he was hammering the button and it just wasn't triggering until after. It's like, well, shit.
That water is crystal clear. That man can absolutely see you.
Nope.
What?
Cool slow motion as I pose with my swords.
Cool slow motion and no sound.
Yeah, that happens. Oh. Okay, well, I'm just gonna shoot.
You're deaf!
How do you like being stabbed in the gut?
Treasure chest.
Quickly, before the sequence.
I think we're safe now.
I was mostly saying before something pulls you away.
No, I think I have to get back down there.
Hurry. Kasegawase will not relent.
Kasegawase. You know this man, Master Cormac.
Aye, Colonel. He is one of Achilles' men. An assassin, as I was.
So they know I am a Templar. And now this assassin knows you live.
And work with Templars. I'm no fool, Colonel. The assassins will come after me next. We're both targets now. You know that's a trap, right?
Indeed, Master Cormac. But we have little choice. We survived French cannons, we will survive this.
This weapon is silent, but no trying to be.
Oop.
You will miss.
You just nudged that guy off the edge.
Get out of there!
That's what he gets for trying to kill me.
Of slipping away. Find him again. Have a clear shot.
I like how you're just throwing people off edges.
Ooh. Want to get that Adam's fragment.
Come, follow me.
Well, it worked out.
Not so much.
Make haste.
I don't think that was actually going to work out either way.
No. Yeah. Which doesn't make any sense because
We literally just saw them run past.
Yeah, that's okay. This is a bit of a weird mission.
The ship! Run! Run!
Surprise! I see him!
I'll go this way.
I have got a good line on him.
There we go. That was a little better.
This way!
Some would say smooth.
Loose the sails!
You heard the captain, men! Let's get out of here! Move! Move!
Say!
Ah!
I owe you my life, Master Cormac.
As do I, Colonel.
We have much to discuss. However, I must tend to my troops.
Sir, I will accompany you to Johnson's trading post at Onakwaga.
Then I shall depart at once. Master Cormac, meet me there.
That always brings me joy.
Consistency is key.
Loose and trim too!
Release the names!
Oh, we gotta go way over there. Yeah, there's not even really anything closer. Well,
As much sail as you can!
should have done more grinding in the river valley. Thankfully, this ship travels at the speed of sound, so... It's that old-growth forest. Sure. What's this? That's Mount Vernon.
Ah.
I don't think that's what this is. No, this is St. Nicholas. That's Black Ridge. I don't know what any of these places are. Even in the North Atlantic map, that's like an actual map of Newfoundland. It's like there's St. John's and Halifax, and those are like the two real places.
Fire!
I guess Anticosti might be a real place too, but I have never heard of it before.
All hands to stations!
Oh boy.
Fire! Fire!
There, Captain! A good shot and finisher!
Hit her from a safe range!
Awaiting orders, sir!
Fire!
Warship incoming, Captain! Bring, Captain!
Fire!
Ready, Captain!
There's a lot of people yelling at me.
They're firing on
Fire!
Forts get blown up very satisfactory.
Fire! Fire!
At a wall I
Keep
didn't
it
get
on
blown
top!
up. It's
It's true. I've also upgraded our cannons to the point where we shoot 2 volleys.
Shots the slower!
To the wind.
2 volleys of cannons.
Fire!
That's quite a win, Captain!
Trim the yards off the wind! Fire! Or sail! All sail!
Ready, Captain!
They are firing
More enemy ships,
Fire!
Captain!
They fire quickly, sir! Do not underestimate them!
Fire!
The action
Put a
towers.
shot through her there!
Fire!
Feminist, that time!
Reef the topsails and gallants! All sail! Shell taken!
What's your course, Captain?
Yeah.
Who's down? Catch some wind! Crowd on every inch of sail!
Probably didn't need to
Full sail!
deal with this fort just yet, but might as well while we're passing by. Unlock the region.
Is that battened, lad?
Send them to the icy drain!
Haul in the stunsails! Haul down
It's
the
not
clew up!
like, you know,
Take them all in!
I like this river area. It's not like incredibly realistic, but
No.
they're like cramming a bunch of, you know, landmarks into a small area.
Yeah, it's cool. It feels a lot different too because it's less open, so it feels more claustrophobic and like strategy matters more, even though it really doesn't. You'll have bullets.
Yeah.
Well, he had a bullet.
Confident.
Well, oh,
It's okay, I just put him to sleep.
did he fall into the fire though?
No?
No, he still fell to his
no,
death.
he just fell to his death. That man had a very up and down life, literally.
Oh.
What? Lame.
I expected you to grenade it, or grenade launcher it.
That probably would have been a better idea.
Yeah, cool guys don't even look at the explosions.
Fort captured. I hear something sparkling.
Here's sparkle.
Economic zone captured. Is there a table in here somewhere? No.
Excuse me?
Well, if in some of like the Templar headquarters, there's a table where you can access the fleet, and you can access the bank to get your money from it, so you don't have to go back to the ship for it. But I guess while we're here, might as well do that, because I did see that we got some money. So we'll get our 18 grand. Let's see how things are going in the war. Cool.
Good at.
Spend £3 to repair my ship. Send it on its next mission. It's a lot less involved than it was in Black Flag because it's literally just one mission at a time.
So here's a question for y'all. What damage to a ship costs only £3 to repair?
Loose board?
What have you been eating today, then?
It's got to be like extremely minor carpentry, because I think, or perhaps like redoing a little bit of paint.
Run bit of business.
It's maintenance, yeah. It's the same ship that I've sent on the last 2 missions, so.
Captain has the helm.
It's got some barnacles.
Spider wings.
Do I have to go around? I do. Okay.
Topsails, gallants, loose and trim.
We'll show them who rules the waves.
Bone groove. I'd be terrified of this ship if I was on the water.
It's a very heavily armed ship for its size.
It can fire 2 volleys.
Yeah. Which, that doesn't make any sense.
That is not a thing a ship of this size can do.
Nope.
Floating cargo for the taking, sir.
Also, it has a minigun.
They're more revolvers than miniguns.
Drop anchor.
They're Gatling guns.
I mean, they just got the one barrel. It's the chambers that rotate.
What is this? Oh. If you ever get, like, lost somewhere, then you can use these beacons to call your ship. And it'll bring your ship to the spot.
Okay, that's neat.
And I like how that would happen, but we've spoken before about swimming through the entire map.
Well,
yeah, and these ones are all close enough together.
Yeah, like the River Valley locations themselves, like some of them are actually connected. Like you can actually go from one to the other without having to go back to your ship.
Huh.
So you can go like a whole long time without ever seeing the ship. And I need it. Lamp it up.
Where's the viewpoint? Oh, never mind that. There's prosperity to collect. Which is...
I know we explained prosperity when they first came up, but I'm trying to remember. It's just like a multiplier for whenever you get money.
Basically.
It's a money multiplier, yeah.
That's a really cool mechanic. I like that as like,
so Colonel,
you know, as you get through the game, things are more
to
expensive.
you.
But
Men from my regiment found you delirious and half drowned.
It's a good incentive.
I did not know who you were.
The money that you're
But what you were was obvious.
Will increase without you having to
I brought you to the Finnegans for care. Their late son was one of our order.
Master Johnson was furious.
It was a risk, but I suspected you might have left your brothers behind.
Colonel, the manuscript, why return it to me?
Because, Master Cormac, you earned my trust. It could not be in better hands.
Respectfully, sir. I'm more of a target than you now.
Gentlemen, Kesegowase is rallying to storm Albany. His allies threaten a friendly Oneida village, and French troops have already entered our territory.
Might be able to delay the French and help the Oneida.
We will ready the defenses in Albany.
If we are to defeat Kesegowase and his allies, I need to help the Oneida. And see what I can do about the French.
Johnson stockpiled powder and shot here. Bless him.
Ah, yeah, like this thing. If you go onto this raft, you can actually cross the river. It'll take you to another location on the opposite side of the river without actually going to your ship.
We're ready and willing to do some good work, kind sir.
So what? How are you feeling? Pretty positive on this game so far? I know you've had to do a lot of off-screen grinding, or have done a lot of off-screen grinding. Do you feel it's too grindy?
I think upon playing it again, it probably is a little too grindy. Like, to put things in perspective, since I started streaming this 2 weeks ago, I've probably put, according to Steam, I've put like 17 hours into it, and we're at 33% overall completion. Or 34, I think we were at. So, it is a lot. Like, there's a lot of different collectibles, there's a lot of different things that just...
Yeah, the impression I get is kind of like it incorporates like a lot of the good Assassin's Creed stuff. Like, I'm kind of digging this is like a mix of Black Flag and 3. Like, it seems to have a lot of their best parts, but also it seems to have like it just brought like every side activity from, you know, the past 5 games and made them all options.
Cover and you run away when you can hear the enemy shout. Enemy sight.
I wonder how much completion
Count me alive so far.
Ooh, not a lot of allies left alive. What the?
He was
about to baseball bat swing that at you.
He would have if I ran past him.
That is so rad.
Wow, how did I fail this so fast?
There's a lot of French people talking at the same time.
I legitimately do not know how that happened so fast.
Guess you gotta sprint for the objective bits.
Allies die in 2-3 hits.
Oh, put me on the other side of the riverbank.
Alright, now go cut down that flag. If they die, they die.
La bataille menaçait de tourner court. Heureusement, notre prise en tenaille.
Out of my way.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Yeah.
So we just need to kill that.
I legit don't think I can do that in time.
Protect anyone that goes to attack that man.
Okay, yeah, if you can keep this one guy alive.
Just focus on protection rather than
Tonight
killing.
we drink to the king's health. Tonight we drink to the king.
Okay.
Let us drink
Y'all,
to a
tonight
battle
we
well
drink to the
fought.
king's
Tonight we drink to the king's.
Pretty sure that's the one guy that survived.
the single guy. There's a lot of alcohol left. Oh, there's another guy.
No, he disappeared.
Oh, no, he just teleported.
Wait, I hear somebody else. Oh, this guy survived. He's surrounded by 5 cowering Frenchmen.
Your sister in New York. You should have seen his face go red. Then
Vanquish
I
those
killed the
French
little
dogs. Such a victory requires
We
more
sure
rations.
showed those dogs who the true masters were.
We better not run out of ale tonight.
Alright.
Shay, do you need to loot your allies?
I need bullets.
No, you don't.
Oh, hey. They brought the Morrigan over here. But I don't even need it, because I can just use this ramp. This raft over here. Also, these that you can sometimes find various like battles going on in the wilderness in the river valley here, just like this one, and every time that you do this and win, the soldiers will never shut up.
No.
Like, the winning soldiers will just keep talking over and over and over again.
Sarah, you drink the king's health.
I don't know how that guy died. I'm not taking responsibility for that one. He was dead when I got here.
Not my fault. It's the Animus, don't worry about it.
Just want everybody to understand what we're going to be doing.
Yeah. Stay alert, men.
Stop, you!
This can't. Okay. Someone saw.
Yeah, somebody put 2 and 2 together.
You have my gratitude, sir.
Sometimes they're just voice lines that come across a lot clearer than others, and it's always weird.
This part will you die with honor?
Oh. Okay.
How do I get into that cave?
Anyone?
Blessings on you, sir.
He
Thank you.
was looking at them.
Someone's hiding. Oh, they're down
That
there.
guy?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Up? Is there more up than you are up?
No. We'll go this way.
Okay.
We'll teach.
That log wasn't the most clear.
Thank you. You there!
I feel like guards in this game, or in this mission, are a bit dumber than usual.
It is night.
You just put your hand in that man's head.
It's all in the wrist. My whistle made him drop his lantern.
Look out for strays!
Wow.
Venerable One. My name is Shay Patrick Cormac. I am a friend.
A friend indeed. You have the gratitude of my people, Shay Patrick Cormac. For as long as you shall walk this earth, you will have a place here, among us.
My thanks.
Nice.
It is I who thank you, young man. Would you be so kind as to walk with me? I am called Onata. There is a legend among my people. It tells of how the land under our feet was born, and how good and evil came into this world. The Sky Woman scattered her wisdom throughout our land. If you follow her path, you shall learn the true history of our people, and perhaps even uncover the reward locked within this cave. If you are the hero I believe you to be.
You honor me, Venerable One.
It is you
I
who
know
honor
what this
us,
is leading
Shay
to.
Patrick Cormac. Farewell.
Well, it looks like you gotta collect 7 widgets.
Yep.
And then you get a armor. Yeah.
Yep. There they are.
We're really expecting innovation at this point.
I think they're only in the river. Oh no, there's a couple. There's a few in the North Atlantic too. We've already done one of them. Yeah. We had one. It was I think in the first stream, maybe, we did the puzzle with like the sliding stone pillar.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. Gotta get this viewpoint.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's literally just the Mayan armor from Black Flag with a different flavor on it. And easier to get.
Wow. I was gonna say effort TM, but then I remembered that they literally made 2 Assassin's Creed games at the same time.
Yeah. I also don't know if it actually gives you like more armor, because I know the Mayan armor actually made it so you took less damage, but I don't know if that effect carries over in this game with that armor. I don't think it does. Aha.
Shay, do not try that jump.
Nope.
Shay!
There was pigeons there. I should have been able to make that. I don't know where the haystack was, so to speak.
Anyway, exactly as planned. We died so we'd be right here.
I didn't even need to go back to the ship.
Death warp to save time.
Scars. I guess we're going back to Albany.
My ex-Templar assassin with a cool scar, a grenade launcher, 2 guns, and a Hanzo steel is a mission called Scars.
Captain, get the mainsails into the wind!
Aha!
We're losing our bearings!
Everyone's very happy.
Douse the gallants and royals! Tops, gallants, royals, studs!
Loose sails! Let's catch the wind!
I will say I enjoy the landscape of the river valley, but it is kind of a pain to navigate because it is a lot of like needless backtracking and going around islands and stuff like that.
Damn the devil! What happened here?
Kesigawase.
Well, then we are too late.
No. Fort Fredericks is nearby. I'm sure the colonel can hold it.
You heard the captain, lads! Make haste!
Unfurled mains! Let's move!
We just came from here.
That's how we started.
Take it.
Got about an hour left, right?
Let's catch the wind!
Yeah.
Shorten sail! Get off the squall!
Oh!
Keep her safe while I'm gone, Gist.
Aye, Captain.
Nope.
Shall we get dice in the call?
Yeah, we could.
This is my home. Stay. Whatever you do.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hey! Stop him!
I was kind of hoping I'd join in right as Zara died or something.
You're like 15 minutes too late. Sorry, I just jumped off a cliff.
Yeah.
Halt! Getting away! Catch him!
I don't have time for you.
So Zara, remember he's going to play Unity after this?
Stop you! Not in your best interest.
So have we realized we're Templar yet?
Yes.
Yep.
We've realized that we're working with Templars. We are not a formal Templar yet.
Because Hatham has not made us a Templar yet.
Yep.
They haven't said.
Oh, Hatham's here?
They said the current colonial rights leader is the son of an assassin, so we can put together.
I can hit him from here.
Presumably he will show up and not just be you know, wink nod to fans of the previous game, but
What year is it right now?
1757, I believe.
He's still got some life in him left.
I was just trying to do the math, like, make sure that Hatham wasn't like 70 in the playing game. That's 3-3.
It is. I guess it could be like wild to see Black Flag, like you go back before everything happens in this whole set saga.
I mean, he's probably in his early 50s during this grade.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Hatham, or Connor, you beat up an old man.
Good.
This is Kasegawas's work, isn't it? I believe it is, but I've not yet seen the devil. The manuscript.
To the wiki.
You keep it safe. Bring it to the Morrigan.
25 to 80.
That's an order. Who are you to give me orders?
56?
I outrank you. I'm not part of your army, Colonel. I'll take care of the defenses until you get back.
Damn, dude's fucking spry.
I mean, Ezio.
Kasegawase.
People trained in that way seem to manage it for a long-ass time.
Yes, as we all know, when you do a lifetime of acrobatics, your body actually gets longer than normal.
Templar dog. Now it's time to try it. I stopped doing acrobatics when I was like 8, but I'm just pick it back up.
You truly believe.
I thought Ezio was older than he was when he died.
We trained you well, traitor.
Kasegawase. It didn't have to be this way.
It did. You are an enemy. Achilles will see you dead.
What he's doing is wrong.
Who are you to judge? The Templars will fail. You will fail. Monroe is already dead.
What do you mean?
Explodes.
Liam.
Huh. There's an object in the Death Void there for him to be standing up against.
I wonder if anybody in universe has ever like acknowledged the Death Void.
The Colonel was heading for the docks. A huge
Like,
man with an
at
axe was
at
chasing the
some
Colonel.
meeting at like the video game headquarters. They're like, so about the Death Void sections. What do we need to tighten up the graphics there, or what's up?
It is a little bit strange that they're still sticking with it. Like, it is a thematic kind of choice.
I mean,
but
it also lets them dictate, like, the positions of characters without having to worry about scenery of where they were killed.
True.
Yeah.
But you could do the same thing.
They do that in the normal cutscenes anyway.
Yeah, they talk about stuff.
Do not loot that body, Shay.
Just a little bit on fire.
Fire in the flame.
Warning, escape the burning house.
Right out the front door.
Yep.
Maybe.
It feels like something should have come crashing down and made you, like, jump out of the second-story window.
An
But
assassin took it. Liam, I'll get it back. I swear it. Shay.
Will you marry me?
YOLO.
kill Kizakawase with a buckle gun?
Yeah, I was trying to, but I couldn't find one.
What is specific?
Yeah, it's a little weird, especially because the
What
cutscene
is
has
this-
nothing to do with that.
Like, the void is you hitting him.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be wild if you went into the void and you just were on a ship.
Well, there was puckle guns set up on tripods, like in that fort area.
Right.
I just didn't use them.
I would love to have it like Kizakawase!
Cannonball comes flying in from like a mile away. Gotta go to Templar House.
Templar House.
We had a Templar house last time too. But now we didn't take this one.
There's some familiar faces.
Do you swear to
Crossley.
uphold the principles of our order? And all that for which we stand?
I do.
And never to share our secrets, nor divulge the true nature of our work?
I do.
And to do so from now until death, whatever the cost?
I do.
Then we welcome you into our fold, brother.
Ah, the man himself.
You are now a Templar, harbinger of a new world. May the Father of Understanding guide us.
May
the Father of Understanding guide us.
You know, I've gotta say, one thing the Templars have going for them, if you're a high-ranking Templar, they seem pretty readily, like, they'll share information with each other just fine.
Yeah.
It's not like the Assassins where, like, everyone's hiding every other secret in existence.
You see, nothing is
See why you're so
true,
interested in Shay Cormac.
and everything is permitted. And also, they really need to work on synchronizing their response to that. There was like everyone started the
Shay
May the
has
Father of
seen
Understanding
true
guide
face
us
of the world.
at different times.
And he has chosen his path accordingly. A similar choice.
What the fuck is this with the dude on the right?
To you.
That's Otso Berg.
Is he like fucking going for a modern day pirate?
I did
garb?
not think you'd get this far. But you
He's
seem to
just Just
be on the
really
right
into
track.
The Witcher.
We still can't access the servers in the
Fuck, he
basement.
does
There's
look
one
like
located
he's
at the top of
really
the building
into
near
the
Melanie's office. That's your next stop.
But before you go back to the Animus, want to play a round of Gwent?
No one else seems to get it, but I really dig it.
Actually, Gwent was great.
I heard that. Seems like a fun game.
It's also really funny because like the Gwent cards are like things in the game, including characters.
Yeah.
So there's like a Geralt card, all the other cards, and they're just like all the characters find as weird.
I mean, Geralt has quite a bit of a reputation in that world.
I thought the same thing in the Rage, like minigame where you play a card game. where there's lots of characters from the game as cards, and I was like,
You had a card mini game?
oh yeah, I loved it. It was awesome.
I've never heard of that before. Do you have any QR codes for me to scan?
Check out my city.
I like the fact that it's winter in the city now. So I mean, I don't know what city this is, but I'm assuming it's supposed to be like Montreal or something.
What is the big towers in the distance?
I don't know.
Downtown, probably.
No, there's like evil spires.
Yeah.
Oh, those ones.
I don't know what those ones are.
Windmills?
But anyway.
There you go.
So, this was Olivier's office. It's Melanie's office now.
This office used to belong to a man named Olivier Garneau.
Here's a picture of
He
him.
was my predecessor as Chief Creative Officer of Abstergo Entertainment.
You just have a picture of him on your desk.
Otto Berg is
What
a
do you have a
representative
picture
from our
on
parent
his
company,
on your
Abstergo
desk
Industries.
facing away from
He's
you?
showing you the true history of the world, just like they showed me. Olivier was kind, he was intelligent and passionate about our work, but a year ago, he caught a glimpse of this truth. They never found his body. This is not the way we normally bring people up to speed on these matters, but you've worked hard and are proving yourself, so I'm granting you level 2 security access.
That was this guide feeding the cons and savers. What the fuck
servers
right
on this
now?
floor should unlock more of Shay's memories.
You verbally abused me for 3 hours, and now I'm part of your cult?
Lady, why do you have a picture of the man man you killed on your desk, facing whoever you're talking to?
I would like to point out I recognize exactly where this picture is from the very beginning of Black Flag, when you first meet Olivier, and he goes, "Yar."
Oh,
That's
God, it is.
That's that
Come
picture.
on, you've come a long way, but you're not done yet.
Because I recognize, because he's got his hand in a hook when he's doing it.
They just took a screenshot.
Oh,
Who
hey,
took
it's
that
the
picture?
criminal bath. We're going to the criminal bathrooms.
Where some dude yells at you for no fucking reason.
You're natural at restoring these servers now, so no more excuses.
We didn't need any excuses the first time.
What the fuck is... Yeah, I mean, if I was like, what the fuck is up with this Templar bullshit?
We're restoring history.
Oh,
no.
I see.
Yes. The main ones that you do are
François
really
Macandal
easy.
saved Baptiste from slavery and inducted him into his so-called brotherhood. Macandal was a vicious mentor, and in his desperate attempt to liberate slaves, he broke his own creed by indiscriminately killing nobles. Misguided as they are, some assassins are honorable. Macandal was not one of them. Thanks to the calculating genius of Madeleine de Lille, the Templars made an example of Macandal by way of public execution in 1758. His pathetic excuse for a brotherhood quickly fell apart. When his comrade and childhood friend Agathe fled to Louisiana, Baptiste saw the futility of his former life in Macandal's brotherhood. Madeleine saw Baptiste's potential and instructed her Templars in New Orleans to strike a deal with him. If he could draw Agathe out of hiding and eliminate him, he would be granted a place in the Templar Order. Although Baptiste was killed by the assassin Aveline de Grandpré, his path clearly demonstrates the inherent superiority of Templar ideals over assassin terrorism.
There's actually a lot of assassins who became Templars.
Because they have one plot twist.
Well,
yeah.
He never actually became a Templar. He was offered and then died.
It's true.
A lot of assassins who work with Templars.
A lot of traitor assassins. Because again, they have the one plot twist.
Do you count Haytham? I don't know if he was ever actually an assassin. He was just trained as one.
Yeah, he was just trained and never became one.
I don't remember much from Liberation.
Where's the distinction? Like, I feel like assassins are kind of more hereditary for a lot of them.
But there was that induction ceremony.
Okay, so yeah, I guess if he never did that, then
even if you do not yet know what it is.
Hey guys.
The floor looks a lot different through a fish tank.
That Violet didn't have to yell at us for not fixing the elevator before she did.
Ugh, kill me now.
I
just wanted to say.
I just wanted to say.
Have the excellent accent.
Nobody picked up my action figures.
Not over all of his action figures.
I'm fixing the servers for him. The least I can do is pick up my stuff.
What's happening?
Another glitch?
Same one as before. Shay's back at Notre Dame.
See if you can complete the memory this time.
Oh right, there's an incomplete memory sequence that we've been playing, in which Shay is in France, and so.
Got it. Shay's in Paris.
It takes
all
place
right.
20 years after
I
the
even
rest
got
of
a
the
date
game.
for you. 1776.
At this point in time, Franklin was the American ambassador to France.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Otto Berg, professional killer and amateur historian.
Also very horrible piece of garbage.
I hope this section just ends with like Connor running out of nowhere to just tackle him until like a wall explodes.
I cannot imagine Connor ever getting on a boat.
Alright, so future Shay, does he always just be wearing this outfit, or if you're wearing an outfit in the past?
I have no quarrel with you.
No, future Shay is always wearing this outfit.
Uncultured swine! You should not have left your backwater colony.
Ouais, retourne à botte.
Oh.
I feel like you could have just walked behind them.
There's an optional for air assassination.
Yeah, I need one more air assassination. For my optional objective.
Probably do that during the mission. During the rest.
Shay?
Not get it with Franklin.
Is that you?
Franklin, your glasses are
How long has
glowing
it
and it's
been?
fucking with me.
Where are my manners? Thank you,
You
my
look
friend,
remarkably
thank
the
you.
same for
But
being
what
20
are you doing in
years
Paris?
older.
With all due respect, sir, this is no time to talk.
Secret.
You're still in danger.
Yes, I...
Have you heard that running
I must
a
return to my
bunch
family.
apparently makes you not age as much?
That's how I do it.
I've just been absorbing vigor from all the young ladies.
It's Ben Franklin. It would be old ladies.
The lightning bolt made me immortal, Shay. I cannot be killed.
I like
As much as you may try, I cannot be killed.
I would have liked if you just stopped and it's like, I just been absorbing vigor. From where? Who knows?
It's just like, did I tell you about the time I wrote in my newspaper a rival publisher had died and did so for 20 years?
It was incredibly silly. Why did I do this?
It was actually the secret to eternal life.
Please wait for me. I just want to make sure my family is safe.
Benjamin Franklin, Highlander.
But yeah, that's an actual thing, Franklin, that I covered in like the Assassin's Creed 3 stream. Which, when the guy actually did proper die, Ben Franklin wrote like wrote in one of his like various personas that the guy had possessed him in the middle of the night by going into his, flying up his right nostril and moving his brain to write a letter to him, saying that he was right the entire time, that he had been dead for 20 years, and his publishers were just hoaxing him. Everyone.
What the fuck, man?
What do you mean, what's happening? Somebody died.
You see, the assassins are mean and evil, unlike us, who do not run around terrorizing.
You missed when, Shay, when we were getting very mad that the assassins were making a whole bunch of sleep poison.
What?
And then we also blew up the sleep poison plant.
We got a grenade launcher to help.
Do we also take some of the sleep poison?
We have sleep grenades.
We have sleep poison
Yeah, I guess
of our own.
Yeah, we already had, all the sleep poison we needed.
How?
How dare
did
the
you do
assassins be less lethal?
It was
With
quite
a knife.
fortunate.
I make my own luck, Master Franklin, as I suspect you do.
Yes, indeed, my good fellow. Yet, without your assistance today... Well, you have my thanks, Shay. Is there anything I can do for you to repay you for this kindness?
Actually, there is.
Give me the secret of immortality, old
I
man.
need to meet a business acquaintance. I heard he would be at the Chateau de Versailles 2 days from now.
AssCreed universe.
And they don't just let anyone inside the royal palace. Very well. I'll see what can be arranged.
Oh man, dude. I kind of wish Assassin's Creed went more hog wild with his crazy conspiracy theories, because it would be fucking awesome for a modern day plot. We just ran to Ben Franklin hanging out somewhere.
I see you've met Desmond. I've reconstituted him using my infinite power.
What do you suggest?
If we progress further with Shay's life in the colonies,
He just has a Super Saiyan fight with Juno.
Very well. Keep me informed.
Uploading the next memory sequence now.
He just absorbs lightning and literally goes Super Saiyan.
I am a sage, but I actually
Shay
fought
Cormac.
down that
Here you are, the
other
Templars' new
fucker in
dawn
my
of
memory.
precursor
So
archaeology.
now I have all of
I'm no
them.
expert, sir.
And this is to go
Just
even
witness what the
further
assassins
beyond.
can do with those damn sites.
I have spent years investigating precursor leads. Tell me what you have seen.
Bro, let me tell you what the precursors.
Well, I know both the assassins
Hey, it's a
and
key.
Templars are looking for pieces of Eden. Powerful weapons, mind
Okay,
controlling
some
apples, but this time it's different.
Style, you just have
We
hate
haven't found
saying
an apple, but
precursors.
a tree. These temples hold the earth together like roots. Disturb them, and Haiti falls, or Lisbon, or any other place the manuscript shows.
And the assassins are blindly interfering with these structures?
Aye. And if we don't stop them, they'll continue destroying cities.
Well, we have no choice. We get them before they do.
We have intelligence of assassin activity near Louisburg Fortress. We'll be meeting with
I
the
feel
Royal Navy
bad for
officer,
Shay.
James Cook. He recently
just doesn't
gained a
want people
commission
to die.
that could be strategically valuable.
Shay's not quite realized
Very
neither
well.
side in this
I'll
war
depart
is
shortly.
particularly great.
Colonel Monroe spoke highly of you.
You should join my side.
He was convinced you could become the best
I
among
just said
us.
fuck it and just started murdering
expect
everyone
you will
in
not
these two
disappoint.
organizations.
I don't plan
I mean, nothing is true and everything is permitted. In a way, Shay is just, assassinating, fully.
Yeah.
That's the thing about the Assassin's Creed. You kind of, you can't really fuck it up.
I mean, it's not a creed, it's just an observance.
Guest, do you know why the Grand Master is so interested in Captain Cook?
Well, sir, he's very intelligent and ambitious. His knowledge of seamanship is second to none. And if I trust my favorite barmaid in Halifax, he also just became captain of his own man-of-war. He's also an expert at deciphering secret codes. A man with such
Would you give it to
skill
voice
is
this
certainly
man
an
in a
asset
video
to our
game?
cause.
The kind of fellow we should welcome in the Order, then.
Well, he's a friend of mine, but the man
I
has an
looked up some of the
annoying
guys'
habit
work
of
after we got
strict
up the stream
and a total
last
lack
time,
of anything
and
resembling guile.
This dude
Makes it a little
owns-
hard to keep
he
secret
does this voice
business
for
secret,
multiple
especially when his mathematical
and
brain is
it's
clever
really
at
great to
cracking
hear.
codes.
Come on down to Pizza
Consider him an
Palace.
ally, but watch what
We
you
must-
say around here.
Duly noted.
Pepperonis for one and all.
Let's go hunting.
I love the mitts that he wears in his hunting outfit. Those are some warm mitts.
It's cold.
Ready, man?
Anyway, we're hunting a narwhal.
Yes!
Oh, tight, lads!
That's how it's done.
We fail, the narwhal spears us.
Yes.
We hit the narwhal hidden blade, which is the narwhal's horn.
There's a reason why I fully upgraded the
Yes!
harpoon boat.
So when's the mission where we go kill Moby Dick?
There is a white whale in the game.
It's a hit.
I'm not kidding. There is an actual white whale that you can hunt and get crafting materials from it.
Horror fiction in video games that doesn't have anything to do with power fantasies.
I really want to see this narwhal fucking murder us.
Here it comes.
Got in, Captain! Oh, tight, lads!
Yeah, we killed the white whale. Vengeance succeeds. Nothing can fucking stop us.
Got him.
To be
Meanwhile,
fair,
it just cuts over to
we don't
Herman
even
Melville.
have vengeance on the white whale. We just saw it. We're like, hey, we could murder that.
And then it just cuts to Herman Melville crying, shedding a single tear.
Careful with that horn!
You be careful.
Damn. Big
Fine
narwhal.
catch, Captain!
Yeah. We are actually like way up north right now. Yeah.
Right.
I guess we're not that far up north, but we're getting there.
Alright, so here's a April Fool. If I was creating this game, I would have an April Fool's only special event where one of the whales was just a guy in an air tube.
He's down. Floating cargo for the taking, sir.
I'm curious if Assassin's Creed will like return from the mythic past, you know, to more.
I mean, like, with new stuff, they've kind of cut out the ancestral stuff, so they have a lot more access to storylines.
Yeah.
Because the people don't need to have kids, even if they do right now. But
yeah,
well, because they introduced Grammatica and like all the genetic stuff that Abstergo's doing, so they like. Abstergo has access to any memories anywhere, basically. If they like, you can just write it in and they have it. And then, like,
if
the
they
assassins...
find a bit of blood, they can find that person's memories.
Yeah. And
But anyway, and just because like I know Odyssey just straight up has like mythology in it. Like there's a Medusa and a Cyclops and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, spoilers for that game, which we'll get to eventually.
I should play Odyssey. Oh wow!
Captain, the whale got me wet.
I was kind of hoping we'd slam into that whale.
But anyway, I'm curious if they will continue to like include just no shit monsters if they move forward in time again. Like if there's, well, they have a Viking Creed where there can be, I don't know, trolls, sea monsters. Jump, assassinate Fenrir.
Grief in all tops.
I don't know if it'd fit in Assassin Templar stuff, but the thing's set during that time where the Vikings were in England. I cannot remember the name exactly.
Pembroke, haven't we? That's shown up. Yeah, okay.
Well, the Pembroke is James Cook's ship. And right now he is laying waste to this little French fleet here. I don't know if he can actually be sank because that's where the mission is supposed to be.
What's this French one with like the pound symbol on it? You get that for
it's a
mad cash.
Yeah. Ooh, it's got a lot of metal on it. I'm gonna take it.
Sorry, Cook, but this one's ours.
Fire!
Ooh, she's got some cannons on her. I guess this fleet is like programmed to fight in man of war.
Well, will we win this race?
Yep.
We will. I didn't think we wouldn't, but it was hurt.
Also, thing to note is that the historical version of the HMS Pembroke was not this big.
Enemies firing!
It was a ship of the line. It was a 4th rate, but it had like 60 guns, as opposed to like the 100 that this thing has.
I see we've invented the semi-automatic cannon.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Gatling cannon.
Yeah.
It's a revolver. It has one barrel.
Oh. Used up all the ammo.
That's fine.
You just got a katana a couple people.
Oh right, we have a katana dice.
Oh, yeah.
Shay Cormac, who gave you your swords? Hanzo Hattori.
We came to the conclusion that Shay Cormac is some Templars OC.
And he was assassin, and he realized how dumb they were, so he went to the Templars because we're cool, and he had a katana. And had sex all the time.
2 guns, a silenced rifle, and a grenade launcher.
And like, yeah, the old ladies loved him, and he was and Vedic, what are you writing?
Fire! Awaiting orders, sir! No!
It's dead. Okay, so I know that we all enjoy the voice actor for Shay and especially Gist, but just wait till you hear James Cook.
Welcome aboard, gentlemen.
Good to see you again, Captain.
Captain Shay Cormac, Captain James Cook.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Pleasure's mine. Captain Cook uncovered a rather distressing stratagem.
Wait,
which I
what?
fear confirms our own intelligence.
Indeed. As we speak, our Royal Navy fleet is on its way to Louisburg.
What are you
However, the French have drawn
trying to
up a
do
preemptive strike
with
against
your
us.
voice?
If they
Sounded
launch this
Irish
attack-
for a second there.
Obviously, we cannot allow that to happen.
For the record, James Cook was
Gentlemen,
British.
The Battle
Right.
of Louisburg could very
What the
well
fuck?
be the turning point which will finally
Scottish
bring
in this
war
game.
to a
Are we
close.
just attracting
you,
like
but
a
I've had
small
enough of war.
band of just very weird
Then may I
voices?
suggest you take the wheel, Captain Cormac?
What the fuck was the pronunciation of wheel there?
I think you might enjoy piloting a vessel with real...
James Cook was a
firepower.
British explorer, cartographer, navigator,
I
and
shall,
captain of the Navy.
Captain.
Yeah, this is how the British sounded back then.
I'm pretty sure the voice actor can't be Scottish because his accent keeps slipping in and out.
He didn't know. The director didn't tell him which part of the British Isles this guy was from, so he decided he'd part from all of them.
Throw in some Welsh tune.
Yeah.
James Cook is from Martin, Kingdom of Great Britain.
I've never heard of that place, so for all we know, this is a 100%
Wolfe,
accurate
Lawrence,
accent.
and Whitmore lead the 3 divisions of the Royal Navy.
Who's their commander?
Sean Connery.
Major General
That's what his
Arnold
voice
himself,
is.
back from Hanover.
You
Sean
take an
Connery
interest in the war,
from
Shay?
Wouldn't want to disappoint you, sir.
You know, I feel like Assassin's Creed might be a good starting point for somebody to try and figure out making a Highlander game.
Shay Cormac.
Yeah.
They just need just really beef up the sword fighting engine.
I think I did it for
Let's
Honor.
head you through.
It is imperative we
I haven't-
stop those ships,
Take
Captain.
the sword
Outcome
fighting
of the war may depend on it.
on it and
Make good
put
use
it
of your own
in
mortars,
the rest
Shay.
of Assassin's
It'll prove
Creed.
crucial.
We ought to succeed.
Okay, yeah.
Oh wait, I just realized I
I
confused For Honor with Mordhau. I don't know either. I haven't played either of them. I'm just aware they're historical melee fight games.
It's got the whole. There are 3 stances you can take.
Then things get wild from there.
I think it reminds me, I saw one video game I saw that came out like this summer, like I think it's like a Plague Tale of Innocence I want to try at some point.
That game is awesome.
Good reviews.
I know that ship.
Oh no.
Is it the Rami ship?
No.
It's Autowale!
Autowale, when did you get Sony, man?
He's always had that.
Does it always left?
Yes!
Dear
God. I guess it
Fire
never shaded
they break
his
through,
face
they would
so
devastate
much,
our
so it was
fleet.
less
We'd better not let that happen.
I recognize that vessel, sir! It's the Experto Credit!
Adewale. How fortunate he is that we have other priorities.
Agreed. We have to get rid of those fire ships.
So the
Loki
Pembroke is incredibly powerful. Also, we have unlimited ammo.
I kind of noticed that we're eating up like medium-sized ships for breakfast.
Oh yeah.
Man of war. Man of war.
Fire!
She's sunk! She's sunk! Firing mortar!
The same voice clip twice for is pretty funny.
We're right in there! Away for fire!
Oh no. Those ones got through.
They're also dead.
Brace for impact!
Jesus, our broadside is like a mile wide.
Loki,
Yeah.
if we kill Adewale Loki, I'm not gonna be happy.
Oh,
Fire! That's got them! Douse the royals and
jeez. It is.
got them!
It's like squashing ants.
A little bit.
Fire!
Oh,
Also,
God.
So is there like a docked fleet? I'm not thinking. Us?
I think there's a whole battle in the background.
Yeah.
This is hopeless. Perhaps it would be wiser to fall back.
Shut up, James
Excuse
Cook.
me?
You're not even
Big Captain.
you're not even James Cook.
This isn't over yet, lads.
You're not the real James Cook.
We could cut through their entire fleet with our cannons.
She's just like, oh, you got me. Hold up.
We're right in their path! We have to
No, it's
sink that
Warren
fire
Dennis
ship or get out of their way! Stay out of heavy shot range!
Alright, that's what you don't.
We're right in their path! We have to sink that fire ship or get out of their way!
I don't think we're doing either.
That one's gonna hurt.
We should fire our mortars, Captain!
Ooh, that did hurt.
Mortars!
Do what you.
Fire!
Why is our manifold so much stronger than theirs?
Fire!
We got a fancy name for the Pembroke,
Guys,
baby.
report! Keep out of their heavy shot range!
Fire!
How is this thing not dead?
You can't take much more, Captain! They're
Fire! 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 On your mark!
We got him.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a little bit of challenge to it. Oh, there's the rest of our fleet.
There's the Royal Navy. We cleared the way just in time, Captain Cormac.
The tide of war is turning!
That was quite a crack, wasn't it?
It is too soon for celebrations. Adewale is still out there.
Sure we'll get another turn to dance with him, Master Kenway.
So, Words, when we first started playing this game, well, I guess the bigger question is, did you know that Hatham was in this game?
No, I didn't know he was in this game, but I knew he would be referenced because of what this game is supposed to be.
It is the culmination of.
I didn't know he would just straight up show the fuck up, though.
Yeah, it's because you mentioned about how it's like, imagine if they just made a whole game about playing as Hatham, and I'm like,
Aren't you? He's a powerful man in his own
he shows up
right,
for the
and a
latter half
signal
of the game.
for the assassins.
Well, I mean,
Eliminating
we're
him
like
would
we're
shake
not
them to the
Hatham,
core.
but we're
It would.
almost
I know.
there.
But it
I
seems a
think you
shame.
introduced
He's a
3
good
as
man,
being
Gist.
like the
So
first
was
game in
Elder
like the
Washington
Kenway
and Smith. I'd
saga.
rather enjoy
Yes.
drinking with him. Wardrop
So-
though the man
It
could
just
not
occurred to me
hold
that
his liquor.
4
He
and
and
this
Weeks never
game
got
could
along.
also have been party-based
You're trying to test my
RPGs.
conscience, Guest.
We live in a
I
time
would
of
have liked
war,
them
Shay,
better if
but
I
it's
were.
always
That would
wartime
be
for
so
us.
cool.
I sound like my uncle Jedediah.
What
He was
what I
an
would
old
want is like a
sourpuss.
Monaco style
Let me tell you.
game with like different like
Another time,
skills.
Gist.
Okay,
And,
what
like,
would
Aye, sir.
Go ahead, sorry.
what would Hatham's limit break be?
Oh,
Summoning lots of Templars to do his bidding.
alternatively, that thing where he does where he just holds a hand up and people stop walking. Because I would love to see him do that to somebody in combat.
Is all Charles Lee as a DLC character in his limit break is just killing Connor's mom.
Jeez.
Charles Lee uses limit break. Genocide happened. What? What?
That's oof.
Listen. The first thing Charles Lee does because they want to set him as the baddest bad guy is he just murders a bunch of Native natives. It's crazy. Why do they make him do that?
And let's see if we can upgrade the ship.
You need revenge. I think it would be more accurate though that Charles Lee just shows up, just limp breaking, just dick to Connor. You could like kill a friend of his, or you could just like cut in front of him while he was waiting in line for lunch.
Oh, we have just enough wood to increase our hull armor. Perfect.
Remember the time like we were like Connor was at like the Continental Congress and Charles Lee was just there and like Connor decided just not to make a big deal of it.
We'll check on our fleet on the naval campaign. Excellent. Barbados. Repair our ship for £5 and then send it off. You can do the missions over again to get more money, but I mean, I think, what are we at? 80,000?
Why does Assassin's Creed even have money anymore?
Well, because video game.
Yeah. Alright.
Hey, welcome to Ubisoft Meeting 16. So, what are we gonna put in the game this time, guys? Money again? Really? It's a video game. You know what? You're right.
I mean, Mario games still have extra lives.
It is true.
Which doesn't make any sense at all. Okay. For a second there, I thought that loading screen would have just kept happening if I was still running in a circle.
There's these little superstitions we get about video games.
Let out some sail!
Alright.
Full sails!
Into the northern river valley we go. I don't know if anybody noticed in the cutscene where we were being sworn in, because I never noticed until I watched that cutscene just now, that Charles Lee was standing there as well. I never noticed him, like, every time I've ever watched that cutscene, but yeah, he was there.
For sail! All sail!
Full sails!
Am I going the right way? Okay. Hard to tell in the river valley.
Dark skies and rough seas there!
Oh, that might be a real place. Let's see. Oh.
Labrador Signier.
That very well could be a real place, but I have no idea. Probably a real place in Quebec.
Probably. Aren't you the Canada expert, Zara?
I don't know much about Quebec.
Well, the top results are for Assassin's Creed. I think this one might be an invention.
Those all but mates!
Disappointed to
It's French for Arm of the Lord.
Another thing to note about the River Valley is that there are no man-of-wars here. For obvious reasons.
Although, to be fair, if I was also, if that place does have a chance to exist, I'd be super mad if I lived there and like this place is only known as a location in a video game.
Instead of just doing a regular.
Somewhere that's true, right?
Careful, Captain.
Okay.
These waters are...
I searched on maps instead of just the internet, and it does not exist. But I mean, you know, it's that archetype of a place.
Warship coming on us, sir!
Whoa, just fucking right up.
That's quite a win, Captain!
Oh, okay. I guess we're not boarding it.
Ready for
Done. Too hard.
You're too strong.
Can't see anything.
Fire wildly.
I mean, you know, that's appropriate, kinda.
I do like the fact that, like, most naval video games don't really make quite as much of a deal as the amount of smoke that there actually was. Because it really was just like, once some ships get into combat with each other, it all just evolved into just smoke everywhere.
Fire the main cannons! At what? I don't know!
Just fire them.
Listen, if you can still hear them firing cannons, you gotta still be firing your cannons.
Sure.
Fired at the sound.
Oh god.
I mean, presumably you'd have people in the crow's nest too.
Yeah, that would help.
That's true, they are...
And more for just spotting land, saying ho.
Loose mate sails!
I don't remember how accurate this was, but I also remember hearing that, like, 99.99% of cannonballs fired never came close to hitting.
Oh yeah. That's, I mean, like, probably something like 90% of all naval battles were decided in, like, boarding conflict. It had nothing to do with, like, actually shooting each other. You just basically, you'd shoot each other to do as much damage as possible until you could get close enough to hit them.
I mean, I bet there's a couple times.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But
some
generally it didn't happen often that a ship was actually, like, sank from...
It was probably, like... It was probably more often a ship being sunk by being fired upon by land.
So,
yeah.
First off, sail me closer. I want to hit them with my sword.
Yeah.
And two, I actually I'm not sure if this is actually like me remembering this stuff correctly, so correct me if I'm wrong, Zara, but I recall like during the Spanish Armada, I think one thing that like gave the British a huge advantage was their ships were faster and they could reload at sea. So they kind of just kited the Spanish until they won.
That's amazing.
I mean, all the different factions kind of had their own like strengths and weaknesses. Like the British ships were by far the more powerful of the era by a wide margin. But in the early days, the Spanish galleons were the biggest ships out there. They were the biggest and most powerful until the British started producing like actual warships, like the ships of the line. And the ships of the line are the cool ones, as far as I'm concerned, because they are absolutely enormous.
And why are they called that?
I can't remember exactly now, but it's like it's because the way that like naval tactics worked, that like the ships would literally sail in a line. And usually you'd have like your most powerful warships at the front. So like a first-rate ship of the line would be your flagship.
The ship of the line was designed for naval tactic known as the line of battle, which depended on the two columns of opposing warships maneuvering to fire with the cannons along their broadsides. In conflicts where opposing ships were both able to fire from their broadsides, the side with more cannons, and therefore more firepower, typically had an advantage. And those were the ships of the line.
Yep.
So they did like the old style of line up, shoot each other. If you die, next person in line.
Well, no, it's more like a convoy of ships passing each other.
It's two lines of opposing ships that are in a
but
line.
they're not like marching toward each other; they're going past each other.
Sure.
One of these days, I should stream Empire Total War, because in that game, the naval combat is like literally that. Like you have a line of ships, they sail past each other, and then they all kind of start rotating around.
And once you're through that line, chaos breaks
Oh yeah,
out.
it's a disaster after that.
Things work out fine as long as you're still in that line. Because there was no good way to talk to each other while cannons were going off.
Bet you weren't expecting this.
Those guys aren't.
That guy was.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Zipline.
No.
That's not a zipline.
There was one like up above, but perhaps you would get shot at hunting it.
Where am I? Whatever.
That is a lot of boys.
That's too many boys.
You do have a grenade launcher.
Oh, that's true. They're all leaving.
And yeah. If only you had a portable cannon.
That would have been really cool if I busted into the cellar.
Zara, I think it was this is war and war is ugly. You have no choice but to break out in the sleeping gas.
For reference, the justification was that, yeah, they were making sleeping gas, but what if they instead were making poison gas with that?
What if they were doing something completely different?
Yeah.
What if Achilles is making a puppy grinder? Do you think about that?
I mean, I wouldn't put it past Achilles in this game according to his current depiction. Achilles hates everybody.
Now that the undesirable
Turn them to kindling? God, guys, chill.
Oof. Economic zone captured. Fast travel
Do you
location.
think it bothers Hatham to be referred to as Kenway?
What's on your mind, Captain?
Do you think it bothers Hayden to be called Kenaway?
Yes.
I don't know.
I realize this game's like money mechanics
bit of
and like the
business,
zone
that.
gathering things are just undoing an Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah, basically.
Oh man, like I think we mentioned at some point in the past that like presumably they, you know, like every game, you know, you build up the assassins and tear down the Templars, and there's just like the implication of the reverse happening, and now we actually get to see it.
Get the mainsails into the wind!
And also, that's basically just what Hatham did too.
Loose all! Let's move! Come on, man those sheets!
Oh yeah, that brig. I'll leave it there.
It knows what it did.
That's quite a win, Captain!
But yeah, I do appreciate that the game is like, they mention Hatham, and then he shows up, and he's just, he's the NPC that we report to now, that Monroe is dead.
Ships may come and ships may go as long as the seas do roll.
Thanks for singing us out there, buddy.
Look what the wind just blew in!
Hail and good morrow, gentlemen.
Once again, Captain Cook's resourcefulness has served us well.
I have located the man you were seeking.
Your crew.
Exactly. He was last seen in the
Jump
French
shot.
fort not 2 leagues from here along the river.
What would that scallywag be doing in a French fort?
Refitting his vessel, I suppose, after Louisburg.
Thank you, Master Cook. We'll take it from here.
Farewell and...
Can we get a mod
Godspeed,
where they replace
gentlemen.
Nathan's voice with Mickey Mouse's voice?
The fort's just up ahead.
Good. Let us continue onward.
Cook's voice is spreading.
Get the
We have
mains
to put
free!
down the
All
infestation.
sails, shall take it!
Loose sails! Let's catch the wind!
Locate Anawale.
Is that you words here? Did that come from the game?
Aw, thank you.
That makes no sense. Those rivers barely have enough draft for an ocean-going vessel. Should be nearly impossible to maneuver.
Maneuverability is hardly the point.
Well, I don't intend to find out the point. Let's stay out of her way.
We can find our way around her. Just
Can't
keep to the
with
smaller
Hatham
rivers where she
right
can't
there.
follow.
You kick him
And
over.
do try to remain unseen. We don't want to attract unwanted attention.
Why would the
They
French
hate them?
bring such a ship inland?
As the war is drawing to its close, they're becoming desperate. They'll expend any efforts to gain firepower.
No offense to Captain Cook, but that lady has more firepower than any I've had the pleasure of meeting.
It's not really my type.
Ah, but the French ones can have a certain charm. But did I ever tell you the story of Madame Renette? That wasn't her real name, but... Right, not the time. Point is, I think I know a safe place where we can debark. Sail on! So what's the plan? We bombard the fort?
Would be foolhardy to simply storm that fort.
Aye. We need to know what we're up against. I can take care of that.
Indeed.
Let's find a safe place to dock.
Oh, okay. That cargo just materialized out of thin air.
Trim the yards off the wind!
You know what screens stealth mission?
Hold them in! Get off the wind!
Aye, sir. I'll keep her close, and
Yeah.
I'll keep her safe.
Good luck, Shay.
I make my own luck. Master Kenway.
You're really trying hard to make that your phrase, Jay, and it's not working. Like, I know one of the times you did it is technically in the future, but it's still not working.
Frenchman.
That treasure chest is going to drive me insane.
On ne bouge plus. Il y a déjà un pied dans la tombe. Le voilà. Non.
Oh, did no one else hear that?
Nope.
Listen, melee weapons are
Nope.
silent.
How did that man not hear that?
Hear what?
I also like that I'm like.
Why'd that guy have a cough?
I'm slashing the guys' throats with the backside of my blade, but since it's a katana,
He's got those Rurouni Kenshin reverse-bladed katanas.
Foolish Zara.
That he's smart enough to just use backwards.
Foolish Zara.
To be fair, Kenshin doesn't use those backwards because he doesn't want to.
Oh.
Foolish Zara. A true samurai does not need an edge to cut. They cut with the soul.
Is that a polar bear?
What?
It's a polar bear.
No, I think it's a black bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not white.
Free bear.
Why?
Free bear.
Don't mind if I do.
If you're not gonna skin this bear, I will.
Yo, does anyone want this bear? Because if nobody does, I'll take it.
Oh, I guess they got
Wait a
one
minute.
already.
Yeah.
Oh, so they only have one drying rack, and we're just waiting for the others.
Yeah.
That actually kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
God, I don't remember this mission.
Now, I'd feel, yeah, like Dice was saying, I'd feel bad if Adewale was killed by us. But I wouldn't mind, it'd be kind of cool to fight it.
Yeah. My only condition is that we get to fight Shay later on as someone else.
What if they made that a trend in Assassin's Creed? Just like the next game, the previous player character is turned evil, or is on the opposing side from you. Now you must
It
fight
would
them.
let them cut. It would, unless they took the Benjamin Franklin route, it would constrain the time period we can do these in.
A bit.
I would play it.
I don't
I'd
like
be a
Ben
sucker.
Franklin's canonically immortal.
Yeah,
I
I
keep
don't.
on bringing this up every game. I just really wish they just make someone fucking immortal and we get to fight them in modern day.
I mean, they got close with the Sage.
Yeah, that's a start.
Well, I guess this and the Sage's influence is kind of how they keep that going. If you don't actually have the Sage doing things,
Like all I want is for like someone like a Templar Grandmaster to just be immortal, so you have to fight him like in modern day on top of a speeding train.
Yeah, just like, you know, at the end of the past section, the Templar gets away, and then next thing you know, in the future section, they're still just chilling.
They just walk around the corner like, "What's up, motherfucker?"
Test your metal, shit.
Yep. Oh, there we go.
No, you're fighting a masked guy in the past, and the last what? Excuse me. Sorry. You're fighting a masked guy in the past, and the last memory segment is the person unmasking them, and suddenly it's your boss in the
Adewale is
present.
facing you on his own terms, picking the battlefield. On his own ship. He is most fatigued.
Mind
No.
those martyrs, else we'll be swimming home.
You better not
tonight.
actually kill Adewale in a
This
ship
river's getting
battle.
uncomfortably narrow.
God, You need to face some katana to machete.
Death animation is 20 seconds of just drowning in the void.
See, I would want to fight Adewale up close because he has a portable fist.
That's very true.
I don't like that we're murdering the explicit slave-freeing assassin.
Oh, it's not over yet.
We gotta fight all the assassins. They like Achilles.
Adewale's beached his ship!
A novel tactic?
He's saving his crew.
No. He's making a last stand. Let's not disappoint him.
We're good.
I will take the high ground and provide a distraction. Find another way.
Well,
I mean, if you're gonna commit, commit. Adewale really only showed up at the very beginning when we were getting our training and stuff done to talk to Achilles. Why?
Yeah. We have no personal stake in Adewale.
But outside of his connection to the assassin, it's... I guess he's close to Achilles and he's the one who was like first introduced him to the manifest and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But...
I mean, it also was Achilles' order that destroyed Haiti from an earthquake.
Right.
Or not Achilles, Adewale.
Okay. Well, okay, I can see where Shay would be upset with him then.
We did kind of talk over it, but after that, the Battle of Louisburg, there is a cutscene in which, or like a brief dialogue bit where Gist mentions why Shay isn't so gung-ho about killing Adewale, and Shay basically says, well, he's an assassin, but he's a good man.
Yeah, I guess my Templar, like, saying good things about assassins, this stream was taken up by Osterberg, like, saying some assassins have honor, but Mackendall wasn't one of them. I don't know. I think the interesting thing between assassins and Templars is respect for each other sometimes, and I kind of want to see more of that in the games. Not just you're an assassin, you idiot. You know, you're evil, you jerk.
Yeah.
Come.
I don't know why I have to talk to you. Oh, this is the same boss fight from 4.
You will die as a traitor.
That's not great.
Where are you going,
Quick
Adewale?
boy, but not very clever.
Dang it, I hope I didn't interrupt the dialogue.
I think you did. Do you want to restart the mission?
I think he'll go back down. He'll go back down to where he is, and
unless
you will
he's
die
like
as a traitor.
Okay, there he is.
No.
Maybe. Die as a traitor. Anything else?
Okay.
Oh no.
I think he's just running away. I'll just reload.
Yeah. He's doing that thing that the other bosses do when they detect you, they just start running.
Yeah. But yeah.
Don't walk
Follow him,
next
Shay.
to
I will try to corner him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I forgot my optional objective is to not kill anyone other than Adewale. So I'll try to actually do that this time.
I forgot not. I thought that was going to be way harder, but I forgot not kill still includes knocking them out.
Yep. Or putting them to sleep.
Like, it doesn't actually take away that many of your options. You just need to be careful what you have equipped.
Yeah.
I suppose it takes away, Berserk darts.
Yeah.
Hatham,
and
can we?
guns, but
Adewale.
Yeah. Where's your hunting dog, Grandmaster Templar? I must have caused quite a ruckus for both of you to be chasing me.
Indeed. You've been a thorn in our side for far too long.
I served with your father, Hatham. He would be ashamed to see what you have become.
Really? I wasn't aware my father had a sense of shame.
Do not speak ill of your father, boy. If you become half the man he was, it will be a blessing.
Blessing or curse. I am my own man.
Have
you had enough, old man?
This old man will put you in an early grave, Hatham.
Younger men have tried and failed.
I gotta say though, I know it's gonna end, but I really am digging the chemistry between Hatham and Adewale.
I love this
Yeah.
part too. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm really happy that they have like an exchange of dialogue.
Come!
Nope. Well, all right.
yeah, we can just go murder him now. Dialogue's done.
You are quick,
Come here,
boy,
bro.
but not very clever.
Where are you going, Adewale?
Away.
The same way you went last time. Oh, there's like a chasing part.
He's here to make his last stand and runs away.
Out of my way.
I have him in my sight, man.
Oh, hi.
There he is.
No machete,
Nope,
just
okay.
a knife.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't have a machete.
Alright. So, just random thought. I kind of wish that if like an assassin killed you in one of the fights, like they would be like a short cutscene when you're in the Death Boy dimension.
Dang it.
Yeah, like the Arkham have their like unique game overs.
Man, Adewale does sick damage.
Well, I'd also gotten hit and shot
Follow him,
before
Shay.
then.
I will try to corner him.
Shall we try to shoot Adewale from far away?
Got him. 2 ways to take someone down. Real slow, real fast.
This is why Shay is so good.
Up. Oh, someone's hiding, I can hear it.
Doesn't matter.
Can we take a shot from... No, that's...
Not from these spots, but we can from the other bushes.
From the stand-in bushes.
Where's your hunting dog, Grandmaster Templar? I must have caused quite a ruckus for both of you to be chasing me.
I don't think a gunshot will kill him, though.
Been a thorn in our side for far
He
too
has
long.
assassin armor.
Maybe if I get him in the head.
I served with
That's
your
what I
father,
was-
Hatham. He would be ashamed to see what you have become.
Really?
Yep.
Oh. Great.
Huh. Fascinating.
Tough son of a bitch, Adewale.
Yeah.
Still not dead.
Forgive me, Adewale.
You dare beg forgiveness, child. Hell welcomes traitors like you.
No, I'm a
I go
rogue.
here
Haven't you heard the title of
proudly,
the game?
knowing I have done right.
It does not matter. Achilles already has what he needs.
I will kill every last man who defends him if I must. I cannot let him succeed.
You have become a monster, Shay.
Perhaps I have.
I hate him.
What are you doing here?
Rip in peace. Adewale.
This game's really playing with the void.
Yeah.
No's been there before. He can just walk. It's like the Speed Force.
Oh god, I'm just thinking like an idea for like a Assassin's Creed boss fight where you just fight them in the void.
That's not a fight, but there are platforming sections that do that.
At this point, the war's not really over, but the French have lost their
close it
momentum in the
came to.
colonies.
The Templars can now focus entirely on the assassins. They still have hundreds of men working for them in New York. Let us see what role Shay plays.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense that in 3, like, the assassins in the colonies were doing pretty bad.
Entirely because of Shay.
Shay Cormac went wild.
Yep.
What is our progress on the precursor matter?
We are gathering ships and supplies, but it is difficult without a specific destination.
My men can help. I have enough to spare for a crew as well, Chevalier.
Hope has found a way to reproduce Master Franklin's experiment. We'll soon uncover the next precursor site.
And you're confident you can do this?
I am a keen observer, Mentor. The device will be ready shortly.
Very good.
Well, we know who
Keep
our
me
next
apprised.
target is.
Yeah.
By the way, we're just here.
We've yet to find where Hope is hiding. And most criminals in New York report to her now. I better find the Grand Master.
You could have just followed her, Shay.
Like a tailing mission? No thanks.
It's true. There's actually very few tailing missions in this game, which is nice.
Shay, you were literally looking right at her.
You ain't a follower.
So, a weird thing that I like, I don't know if this bothers me, but I don't like it when like villains get like more backstory out of the game where like you might kill them, because like in this case you want to kick Haytham's ass for all the stuff he's doing in the game, but you've already kicked his ass in 3, so it's like, oh. Like, there's like additional things you're mad at him now before, but you can't be mad at him in the prior game because that can't happen story-wise.
But and this might just me. I'm not particularly mad at Haytham.
Right.
Is the thing. I'm mad at Charles Lee because he is a garbage fire.
I mean, Haytham was a dick, but at the end of the day, in Assassin's Creed 3, he was kind of right.
Yeah.
He was right, and at the very beginning of Assassin's Creed 3, he aims to help and save people.
Yeah.
That he doesn't have to.
He does. He does get a little bit
thing.
more ruthless in his older age, and even in this game, he's still kind of a ruthless asshole. But
actually, yeah, Shay's the one's really one pissing me off, I guess.
Yeah. Because Shay is killing everybody who will defend Achilles, and I'm more mad at Achilles than anybody in this game.
Yeah.
Also, to be fair, Shay really could have just tried to talk to people more.
Could have. And this, man, in this game.
Also, Shay, you know where Achilles lives.
But getting close to him against all those assassins in universe would probably be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. It does feel like there's kind of a problem of scale, I guess. Like, because Shay, like, on this, quest to stop people from touching the temples, he's killing a lot of people.
True. I guess he's not killing a whole city.
See, I have it in the opposite way. Like, this feels like it should just be a small revenge quest, or something like that, instead of city-destroying temples.
Yeah, it's pretty grand.
I think the Lisbon thing can still happen in this game if you just kind of shrink back the scale of that Shay is doing. Like have this set, maybe not for the best possible video game, but have this set in one city where Shay is guerrilla tactics, like messing with the assassins to get to Achilles, and
The problem is, like, another problem with 3 though is like he never brings this shit up with Connor.
he's probably not super proud of himself.
Like, as far as we know, like, like Achilles is just a stand-up guy, and maybe there's like an epilogue. Actually, no. Was Achilles still alive at the end of 3?
No.
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 Yeah, it just never comes up.
Yeah.
I guess when we join up with the colonial assassins, Achilles is it, really. And yeah, so he may not want to keep that history around where he instructed people to go kill a bunch of people.
But that would, like, I guess this is the problem with having like in this like series of games having the first one in the series be sequentially the last one, because then you have all of this like stuff that gets added later on that's not addressed in the finale.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been super interesting drama if, like,
I think Liberation's actually technically the last one.
Well,
yeah.
Technically.
But,
it's not the most story relevant.
Here's another issue. We know Achilles survives.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I can't believe we're getting another Borgia scene.
So yes, I was curious what you were saying there, because you said like I'm sorry, I actually lost it. Shit.
Dice was saying that we already know how so much of this stuff turns out. That it doesn't really change anything.
It's more so about finding out how Achilles got to be where he is, because he's a completely different character in this game.
Yeah,
like
he's a gung ho like I want to change the world, like I'll do anything to do it guy. And in 3, he's a pretty laid back, get off my fucking lawn kid old man.
Yeah,
that can kind of explain by just like his entire order being wiped out. But
well, yes. Plus, like again, like there's more to go with this. So, like, yes, we don't kill Achilles, but there will be some resolution as to his character arc, I guess.
But I'm just it's not the issue that we know what's going to happen so much. It is like none of this stuff was planned, so like it doesn't lead into 3. Like the stuff with Achilles was clearly written in retrospective. Like the main villain of 3 turned out to be Charles Lee, but it feels like just from this game it should either have been Hatham or Shay.
Yeah,
like
I feel like it should have been Achilles.
Yeah,
honestly, I feel like the antagonist, because in this game Achilles goes against so much of what Connor is all about in 3. Of like I have my own personal code of ethics about helping people, and it does not involve hurting innocents just to achieve our goals as assassins. Because Connor doesn't give a fuck about the assassins for the
and that would have been super interesting. Like Connor basically just abandons Achilles at the end as the climax of that arc, and the resolution is just him facing off against Hatham and Shay. Lee.
Yeah. Alas.
We'll have more discussion later.
Instead, we got the ending that we got for Assassin's Creed 3.
The ending that we got: Desmond downloads a USB drive and dies.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Desmond.
Touch the orb.
Poor Desmond.
It's so weird that it goes from like the way Desmond's story overlaps with the Kenway saga. It's like they're
I know that like the real world stuff hasn't come up that much, but I promise you, just wait until the end of this game. Because for those of you who don't know what happens, it is amazing.
All right.
Because I got to the end of this and saw the real world stuff, and I was just like, oh, okay.
See, I know what happens in future games.
Yeah.
And I have an idea of what happens.
You probably have an idea of what happens. It's not so much that like something like a big event happens, kind of like at the end of Black Flag, but it's more so that we get a gigantic new revelation.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't mean to get all negative here. It's just so far the game was pretty good. It's just like prequels kind of just do this to me.
It's the problem with prequels in general if they haven't been planned.
They have to be quite carefully balanced.
Yeah.
Like, it's not so much we know what happens, so much as it introduces new shit that, because of the nature the sequel had already been written, can't be followed up on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be very careful to only connect to threads that were in the original game.
It's the same reason why Shay, as a character, never shows up again, because he wasn't in the other games, and...
He did not exist.
Yeah.
And they could have alluded to him or something. Like, oh nope, everything's just fucked up. No, why?
Because he did not exist in the writing.
I guess there could potentially be reasons for it, because again, I know the ending of this game, so there could be reasons as to why nobody else really knows about Shay, but yeah.
But also, kind of cool to just introduce like this fallen assassin and there not be a future boss fight against him.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, this is the last Assassin's Creed game that I have played, so I have no idea if Shay is ever brought up again. I assume he isn't.
He isn't.
Okay.
He is. One of his grandsons is a barman in New York in the 1860s.
Oh, for a second there I thought you were going to say he was like, what?
No, I have nothing more than that.
I would assume that there's like a comic book or something, or like a novel that
he shows up in Assassin's Creed Rogue, Assassin's Creed the official collection, and is mentioned in the story about his grandson.
He shows up in Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
I do know that Shay's like impact is far-reaching, and it's referenced a couple times by the Templars, but we'll get to what it is later.
Yeah.
I guess thinking about this game a lot more now, like this whole saga is kind of really hurt by them using it to, one, kind of move away from Desmond, to kind of turn more towards trying to connect all these plots in the real world more, and not having them to each game like be there's a problem right now, we need to solve it, and trying to make a longer string in the future. And then also having your characters like Dyson Fiona were saying, everything was written after the fact, so having all your characters never be able to have like further reaching like impact in the story outside of what Shay is probably going to do later. Like it would have been cool to fight Shay in 3 or something. It would have been really cool to fight I don't know, Aveline or somebody like in They Narrowly Escape or something. Like have these pieces of your story interact more, so that we don't just introduce new shit for no reason.
Yeah.
Okay. Shay does slightly affect the next protagonist's life, but I think it would be a blink and you miss it thing.
Yeah.
Oh, because I do.
Yeah,
oh,
the
right.
very last thing.
I just realized the last names.
Yes.
that's stupid. This game sucks. Never mind. Fuck Assassin's Creed.
I don't know if it's Wordsy, do you think it's even a spoiler to say it?
No, but let's just let it happen.
Okay.
That's super dumb. I hate that you remind me of a fucking guy. Oh, whatever.
That seems like a good place to end. Thank you, everyone.
Good night, folks.
Tune in tomorrow night for Action Shakespeare. Good night.
Game Boy in my life.
I can't believe that Brooke were saying.
That sucks.